All right, go ahead and start.
Greetings, Avatars, Outlanders, New Britannians, Legionnaires! It's me, Algarian, and I'm here live on the AERIE Fund channel. Normally I'm on the Legion of Myth channel, but today they got this awesome, very just loving, amazing program going on where they're in support of water.org. So when you make donations at the AERIE Fund website now, you're
Good
donating.
show, Marky.
You're donating to AERIE Fund and to water.org. And I got right there, right up on top of the page there, you got a big banner showing you the website to go to. But let me tell you a little bit about these organizations before we dive into gameplay. Yes, don't worry. We're going to go out, we're going to kill monsters, we're going to mine gems, we're going to do all that kind of stuff, and we're going to go to a special place that has a kind of a water theme. That's right. But let's talk a little bit about the AERIE Fund. And then let's talk a little bit about water.org. And I'm also going to give away stuff too. Everything I loot today, I don't care if it's an artifact, is going to be given to one lucky winner at the end of the show. I'm going to be streaming for 2 hours. And hold on, coffee time. All right, so let's see here. So let's talk about, I'm going to share my desktop a little bit here. So the AERIE Fund helps gamers overcome catastrophic events. Our unique fundraising initiatives and community building projects are supported by gamers, streamers, and developers who seek to impact social change via gaming for a cause. Our specialties include customized fundraising efforts, gaming community outreach, and raising awareness of issues that directly impact gamers. We are 100% funded by our partnerships with players, streamers, and developers who seek to make magic happen in real life. Our goal is making fundraising and awareness initiatives both fun and rewarding. Join our ranks, become a supporter, and play for a cause. So what about water.org? Well, with the Ripple event that they have going on, AERIE Fund is in coordination with water.org. A lot of their funds are going to go to there for donations. And we're going to be talking a lot about that today, all about the Ripple event and what's going on there. But let's, if you click this donate button right here, it takes you to this fancy schmancy page, and look at all these prizes you can get. You get digital rewards. You get possibly, if you want the poster, you can get digital plus poster. You can get digital plus poster and mouse pad and mug. It just keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And then you can even give a custom amount just by filling out this simple form, pulling out your checkbooks, and supporting the cause. But let's take some time to understand what water.org is. And don't worry, we will be gaming in just 1 second.
Families get sick from unsafe water, and too many die. Over 4,000 kids every day.
For those days we felt like a mistake.
We all know this is wrong, it's tragic, and it's totally unnecessary. Because it's solvable, if done right and with urgency. At water.org, we are dedicated to solving the global water crisis. Our more than 25 years of experience has given us insight. We know the water crisis can't be solved by a one-size-fits-all approach. We know it's not just about drilling wells, and that charity alone won't ever solve the challenge. You can help make this happen. Join us.
And of course, they got their own website there. You can donate there directly. But, you know, with this combined effort we got going on at the AERIE Fund, be sure to check that out. And of course, if you go to the Make a Difference store in Shroud of the Avatar, you can buy water.org themed items. But you get this awesome cloak and some cool, unique stuff to this event if you provide your donations through the AERIEFund.org website. So let's go here. I'm going to show you what some of the cool things are. I got screenshots. So here's your digital rewards right here, and I actually have equipped, and I'll show you here in a second, the cloak and the mug. The mug actually provides a pretty cool light source. It's not quite as bright as a light spell, but it's pretty significant. And then this cloak that gives you an extra wishing well reward chance, and it makes your rain emote last longer. Then you got these physical rewards if you expand out your donation. You know, mouse pads, posters, t-shirts, an actual physical mug, which is very important because I need it for my coffee. But without further ado, let's go do something. Let's kill some monsters. So here's the wishing well, actually, that you get from the Make a Difference store on Shroud of the Avatar. It's being illuminated by my fancy schmancy ripple effect. Look at that. I mean, just look how bright it is. Oh my gosh. I'm going to be like the most popular guy at all the drinking parties in game. No doubt. And I don't know if I can use this wishing well. Well, nope. I don't want to. We're going to examine it. Yeah, see, I did it earlier, and I can only do it, I guess, once a day. And I got this book. So as I threw a coin into the well, I received The Ass and the Little Dog. And I'm a little curious how a book came out of a well like that. I'm guessing it was in some sort of Ziploc bag. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. Without further ado, let's go kill some monsters. Oh, let's see here. I got a message from somebody. I had heard you had a ferocious red spider tamed. I would like to discuss more taming whenever you get a minute. Sure, no problem. I'm streaming now, but I'll do my best. If you are on AERIE Fund on Twitch, I can answer verbally. Boom. All right. Man, I love this mug. It's got kind of an eerie blue glow to it. So while we're going to the water-themed, let's just call it a water park adventure scene, I'm going to leave you guys a little snippet of information here. Something to think about. So did you know that 844 million people, 1 in 9, lack access to safe water? 2.3 billion of those, 1 in 3 lack access to a safe toilet. More people have a mobile phone than a toilet. You know, when I hear things like that, I can't help but think, you know, just how good I've got it. And I don't really have it, you know, great by American standards, but gosh, I feel spoiled. I feel guilty, you know? How many times have I even just let the water run while I'm brushing my teeth? Oh my gosh. I'm gonna stop doing that now. But what a great way to help out. Pull out that checkbook and just hit that donate button. And plus you get cool gifts, you know. All right, so we're now in the region of Hidden Vale. Let's head on up to the boat over at Kingsport. Oh, I like my eerie little light. Let's make it a little brighter. We'll put a light spell up too, just so you guys can see a little bit better. It is nighttime here. I'll look you up your Twitch sometime too. Cool. Oop, roaming encounter. Run away, run away. He'll get it and run away today. Alrighty. So you could go into the town of Kingsport and take the boat inside it on the docks, but they have these quick travel boats still out here, and that'll take me right to Brittany. It'll take me outside of Brittany. If I went into Kingsport and took that boat, it would take me to the inside portion of Brittany. But we just crossed continents, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. Alrighty. Oh, and so when I'm looting today, all the loot's going to go to a lucky winner at the end of the stream, but I'm also giving away, as part of that loot, I will use a royal orb and a royal scepter on your property and your vendor. So if you have a commission vendor, and if you pay taxes on a lot, the winner is also going to be able to get that as a prize. That basically cuts your taxes and rent in half for a month. And if you do not have those things, you can give that away to somebody. I'll go to your friend's lot and vendor and bestow that upon those particular housing lots and vendors. All right, so you'll see I was in the Hidden Vale, way over here in Kingsport. Nope, that's Droghwald. We started in Collie, we took the road up, and we were in Kingsport. We took the boat across. You see this long dotted line. And that took us all the way over to Brittany, right here in the main ports. This is a very densely populated area, not only with NPC towns, but most definitely player-owned towns. It's a big cluster of thriving businesses there. But we, my friends, are going to delve into the darkness of Serpent Spine Foothills, and then of course Serpent Spine Mines, because that's inside of Serpent Spine Foothills. But we're going there. The reason we're going there is because there's some water-themed puzzles inside, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to associate that with what we're doing. But did you know also that every 90 seconds a child dies from a water-related disease? Every 90 seconds. I mean, that's just crazy. Water, sanitation, and hygiene-related disease kills nearly 1 million people each year. Oh, who's that? Let's wave. That is Ferio Steel. Hi, Ferio. All right, there, I see it up there on the horizon. Oh my gosh, just look at the craziness of these meteors coming in. And they're just looming above the late night sky. We can see the shattered moon, but this just impending doom coming our way with this enormous, I would just say a moon fragment or asteroid. But who knows what will befall us? I tell you, that might. Are we facing another cataclysm? I don't know, but I'm guessing that's going to be something launch related. So when we launch the game on what's that, March 27th, that's Tuesday. That's just right around the corner, guys. We get to see what's going to happen. Of course, that's also release 52, so we get lots of new content. Let's see what they got. Some uncloned scenes coming our direction. We have South Boundless Forest will be uncloned. And it'll be a new unique area we can adventure in. What else? Let's see, what was the Blood River Forest, I believe, is coming our way. All right. This is actually my old stomping ground. When I was ready for a Tier 4, I just farmed the heck out of Serpent Spine Foothills. The reason I was kind of grinding, because I'm a quester by nature. I've always been a quester. The only time I used to grind was way back when I used to play Asheron's Call, way back in the day on the Darktide server. I'm just going to buzz past these guys, because we're going to go right to the mines. Well, it was because I wanted to wait to do the quests when they were in their fully polished state after launch. So sure, I did do the main storylines like right as soon as you could do all of them. Just to see what the main story was going to be like. So I like writing a lot of stories about the game, fan fiction type stuff. And, well, if I didn't know about the lore, it'd be kind of hard to do. So who's that? Let's wave it down too. Indio Igmatium. Okay, there we go. I missed him. He already went in. Onward into the Serpent Spine Mines, delving down into the darkness, the foreboding. I watched a documentary about fresh water. It was, funny thing is, it was a documentary about the Grand Canyon, but it was a documentary about the Grand Canyon in the guise of a freshwater infomercial, essentially, but it was really good information. It was really kind of just tracing the Colorado River. And way back in the day, the Colorado River used to extend all the way into Mexico, and, it used to be a a lifeline for a lot of little villages down there. Because, I mean, even down there, they had fresh water coming through their towns. But they were showing that all these villages way down there, they're just dry riverbeds now. Because essentially the river just disappears eventually, far before where it used to. Because we're just taking so much fresh water out of it now. And mostly for agriculture. So here in the Serpent Spine Mines, you'll notice there's a very large cobalt presence. It was up until very recently, and you know what? I'm in the wrong deck too. I got my Fighting Undead deck, so. But I am committed to keeping my mug out. I'm not going to quit my shield because I'm a battle mage, and I'm just going to keep my my AERIE Fund Water.org mug out. And plus, Elgarian's a heavy drinker, so he has to have his ale handy at all times. And I need my pet out too. Yeah, let's get old Lechero out. There we go. But this particular mines, it's actually one of my favorite. Maybe Verdantis is probably my favorite for world building. But you know, I'm gonna go. I don't play in easy difficulty mode, is what I like to call it, with night vision on. I like to have arrows streaking at me from the darkness and fire arrows streak in from the darkness.
That's just fun.
But I'm gonna go up here and give you guys a good night vision view of this entire mines. And of course, there's a lot of vertical space too, because there's this mine shaft that goes down right in the middle of it and goes down many levels. Okay, so let's get some night vision going. But just look at that. Got all this periphery area to explore. You can hop on that minecart Indiana Jones style and go from platform to platform. And believe it or not, there's some even areas back in behind there. I mean, it's just, and then of course, right in the center, and you kind of lose depth perception, I think, a little bit, and since everything kind of washes out into one color scheme like this. But that's an enormous mine shaft right there. We're going to go up to it and down in it here eventually, but all right. So back down, delving back down into the darkness of Serpent Spine Mines. All right. Did you know that women and children bear the primary responsibility for water collection? Women and children spend 258 million hours every day collecting water. This is time spent not working, caring for family members, or attending school. Women and girls often spend up to 6 hours every day collecting water. Women and girls living without a toilet spend 266 million hours every day just trying to find a place to go. Globally, 1/3 of all schools lack access to basic water and sanitation. Man, this is a great charity, I tell you. All right. So let's see if we can hop on that minecart and go over to the next platform. We cleared these guys, and we got a lot of little chests and sacks we can go in. I'd be remiss not to loot something, because I'm giving away everything, and if I don't find loot, then I can't give away loot. All right, but let's get on that minecart. Oh, we didn't even loot that guy. How lazy of me. Oh, here it comes. And tell you a little bit about myself. I'm nervous as hell, guys. I'm a small time streamer. I was really honored to be asked to do this, and but talk about fun. I just love streaming. Oh, I missed it. Here, what we'll do is we're going to show you another mechanic here. So notice we have these rickety looking boards. We're going to have to be very careful here. Oh, about that. Okay. But look, they all fell away. We can only do that once, and we have to do it carefully the first time. So yeah, if you miss that cart, yes, you can get to the next platform, but take caution. And if you're here with friends, well, you better time that really well. Because if you miss that cart and then you knock away those wooden boards, well, how are they going to get across? And I still forgot to switch to my fire deck, and I'm going to do that here really shortly. Well, it looks like they're giving away a prize on chat there. Justin just said, let's do a prize. How about a crafting sigil tapestry? All right, so now I'm going to remember. I'm going to go into combat fire deck. So the way the game works is you basically imagine like Magic the Gathering, where you're designing your deck to go into combat against the other player, or the monster, or whatever. So me, I choose to have 4 locked skills and 6 unlocked skills. Probably not a very good min-max approach. I'm sure there's much better ways, but it works for me. And so what you do is you just create a new deck and you modify it, and you drag all your available skills and potions and consumables into the deck that you wish to use. And then any of your non-locked skills will pull from this deck. And then your locked ones, of course, will always be there, but you have, you know, fairly aggressive cooldown timers on those. So what I like to do is I like to have a buff deck as my alternate. So when I'm in combat and my buffs wear out, which we didn't buff, we're going to swap decks here real quick. Oh, and it took off my fancy water.org stuff. Goodness gracious. So we're going to fix that here real quick. I'll show you how to fix that. So we're going to go ahead and buff up with that. I'm going to do 5 stacks of immolation to make it more powerful. Now I'm actually going to do 5 stacks of purify. Some people might be like, what? Stack and purify? Well, I'm life specialized now, and it is now a persistent buff that affords me some death magic resistance. If I wasn't specialized in life magic, it would just do an immediate cleanse and it would not provide a permanent buff to me. I think that's a cool specialization extra effect that skill has. So let's fix my gear swaps. So first I'm going to come over to here and I'm going to find my Ripple Effect 2018 Community Cloak. Keep in mind this is one of the rewards we get for contributing to the Ripple Effect. And of course, my favorite, glowy mug. And I'm going to go to my buff deck, I'm going to modify it, and I'm going to say use current equipment. So now it's assigned those equipment items to that deck. And I'm going to go to my combat fire deck, modify, use current equipment, done, and we're going to equip that one. Boom. All right, let's kill stuff. Whoa, what just happened? I just caused an explosion that made that whole rock area just lower down. Well, it sure makes it easier for me to get over there now. I wonder. Yeah, we got some earth elementals. Let's take those bad boys out. Yeah, I'm going to be a little more vulnerable here, even though I'm adventure level 87 now. I don't have my shield equipped, which affords me quite a bit of protection. Being a battle mage, I'm wearing cloth armor. But I chose to go fairly heavy into shields. And right now I don't have any of those abilities or bonuses afforded to me. Alright, where is Lechero? There it is. Ooh, amethyst, amethyst. Dun, 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 dun. So a little bit about water.org. Water.org is an international nonprofit organization that has positively transformed millions of lives around the world through access to safe water and sanitation. Founded by Gary White and Matt Damon, Water.org pioneers market-driven financial solutions to the global water crisis. For more than 25 years, they've been providing families with hope, health, and the opportunity to break the cycle of poverty. I mean, just think about what we were talking about with the little girls and the women spending so much time during the day fetching fresh water for their families. I mean, how much better could they spend their time, like going to school, getting a job, if they didn't have to worry about that. Oh, I see somebody there. Yep, he's not awake yet. I really like this mug. I super like this mug. Did I mention I like this mug? This mug is amazing. So I've been following Shroud of the Avatar now for over 4 years. Originally, I got into it because, believe it or not, I was looking for a book to read. I'm a big fan of Tracy Hickman. I loved his work in Dragonlance, and of course with Margaret Weiss. And I was like, well, let me do a search on the old internet, the old interweb, and see what Tracy Hickman's been up to. And sure enough, he was working on a new book. In fact, it was out already. Well, no, portions of it were out at that point. And it was called Blade of the Avatar at that time, and it was co-authored by Richard Garriott. And I was like, man, why is that name Richard Garriott sound so familiar to me? Because I used to play Ultima games, that's why. And I was like, oh, that's Lord British. Oh, okay. And so I got tuned into this community through just wanting a book to read. And I gotta say, I've read the book once when it was Blade of the Avatar, and I listened to it when I was on my way down to Austin for the release party and the convention, South by Southwest. And I picked up on so many additional things when I was just listening to the book. I mean, you don't even have to play the game to enjoy that book. I mean, I'm just a fan of Tracy Hickman in general. But one of the things I noticed that I'd never noticed before, and I'd always spoken to the fact that, or the assumption, that the kobolds were not a Fomorian race. So basically, the Fomorian races in Shroud of the Avatar, they're the ones that were twisted by dark obsidian magic to become what they are, and they were twisted from humans. So like elves are actually just humans that were twisted by magic to take on that form. So keeping in mind too, now we see elven children, so it looks like that essentially new species can somehow be prolific. But same with the satyr, though I haven't seen satyr children. And then, but here's something interesting that I picked up that I didn't notice the first time about trolls. The trolls, yes, they're a Fomorian race, but you know each troll is formed from multiple humans? That's just creepy. Just all mushed together. Hey, what's this up here? I wonder. And this is kind of why I wanted to come here. Because there's a big water theme. Ooh, steam image. I'm going to turn that wheel here. See what that does. Oh, it looks like there's another one over here. I'm going to go over this little happy wheel and turn it. Oop, let's get you guys some more light to see too. Oop, and we got a kobold here. Let's take him out. Lachero was already hard at work on him. But I had always assumed that kobolds were not a Fomorian race. And, well, there was a single line, it was right towards the end of the novel when General Karpasik is entering the town of Opalis, capital city of South Pilatus at the time. Now when we visit in the game, it's just a ruins. It's actually a PvP zone. But there's mention of kobolds being a Fomorian race. In a single line it mentions it because he employed kobolds to look for hidden passages. I guess some sort of like, similar to like a dwarven type ability in D&D where they can, you know, detect secret doors maybe, who knows. But basically, then I was like, what? They're Fomorian? And it got clarified a little bit to me by Scotty Jones. I got to talk to him during the visit down there in Austin. Oh, this is a loathsome trafficker. This guy might drop a key for us. This is a pretty high-level kobold. Not for me anymore. These guys used to give me so much trouble. And they would pound me. Now I can take them with one shield tied behind my back. Ooh, is that silver? Silver, yay. Yeah, no, not a huge amount of silver here, decent amount. This is a tier 4 mines. If you want a lot of silver, go to like Elysium Mines. That's where Marky Dragon was just at. And let's see here. They have 3 new Tier 2 mines, 1 in each of the starting regions. So if you go to the Lost Whiteguard Silver Mine there in the Perennial Coast, that's a great way for new players to farm ore for their crafting. And of course, yes, there will be silver there. And then for the folks starting off on the Path of Courage over in South Pilatus, you can go to a, I think that one is the, see, because I get the Understorm gold mine and the Broken Echoes silver mine, which one's which and which one's where, but you have one there in South Pilatus and you have the other one there in Longfall. All right. So let's continue on. Can I get back over to that platform? Maybe we can take the mine cart over just and get to the next platform. Let's see. Yep, sure can. I can get back here. Kobolds will probably respawn. So let's make sure we got a nice safe little go at it. I don't know. Oh, yeah, yes. There he is. And did I get that key? I bet you I got the key. Yep, Serpent Spine Mines to Equitas Pass. So something that's very, I think, amazing in regards to Shroud of the Avatar is these underworld areas. There, so many of them are interconnected in so many ways. And then you have places called like Midmare Passage. Those are like junctions. And you actually go into full multiplayer mode if you're set for multiplayer in those particular passages. And you can crisscross with players cutting through. Every now and then I'll encounter somebody even here in pre-release. I'm fascinated with the underworld here. I even own a little underworld town. That's right, player-owned town owners can actually have a cavernous town. They only have 1 template so far, but I bet you we'll get more templates there in the future. Oh, here we go. Here comes the mine. No sound effect for this yet, and I know Kat's hard at work. They're one of the developers. They hired her on, I don't know, about 6 months ago, and sound just started flooding into the game. They have some metal screeching or something would be really good for this spot. Keep in mind the development cycle does not stop with launch. Look on their event schedule on the Shroud of the Avatar website. And every month they're still coming to us with a on-time release. We've already had, this will be the 52nd release, perfectly on time, every month. New content. Okay, he is down. So not only my life magic specialized, I decided, and it was a tough decision because I was considering doing bludgeon, I was considering doing shield to specialize, but you can only specialize 2 things. And I decided to go into fire. So right now I'm kind of slowly working up my life specialization. Ooh, I'm getting attacked. Go get him, Luchero. Take care of my light work for me, buddy. What? A water elemental up here? How the heck did he get up here? They're usually down there. I wonder if he fought a kobold and came up the ramp. Saw me. Yeah, because he's, yeah. Bet you that's what's happened. Yeah, these water elementals used to give me so much trouble. They would dash around all the time, zipping left and right, and they're hard to chase down. Let's get some more loot. Remember, I'm going to give away all my loot today at the end of the stream, 2 hours from now. That's right. Anything we find today, we're giving away, and also just let me know what housing lot and which vendor to zap with my Royal Orb and Royal Scepter. That'll cut your rent in half for a whole month. Alrighty, what do we got going on here in this platform? There, I did the sound effect for it. I'll have to add it in until it's in there. Be cool too if it kind of leans when it does corners, you know, they can get real fancy with it maybe one of these days. Make it feel like Indiana Jones. I know when you go, I think there is a jump in this one as well. You go to, the name of that dungeon. There's another one that's got a mine cart that's got a jump on it. So we're going to go Sans cart this time. We're going to try to run right along the metal railing. I'm just going to put some dash abilities on to make sure I get across. Let's get Lechero up here. Where'd he go? I normally go for archers first. These guys are really easy for me, though. Archers shred me. They're tough little buggers. It looks like we got one shooting at us from the darkness up. See, that's why I like leaving my dark lights dim. I don't use night vision. I like that effect, you know, of learning where my monsters are by the hints they give you. Stop shooting my spider, man. What? Did my explosion just blow up that crate? Let's try that again. I didn't know that did that. No, it must have been something else. Maybe. Well, I am fire magic specialized, and I know there's a rare effect that occurs. So you look at my fire. Oops, wrong button. You look at my fire ability now, and I'm still learning all the new things I can do, because specialization is very new. It came to us release 51. But here my fireball, fire specialization adds a small chance that the fireball will explode twice and double the initial damage. So maybe there was something with that special thing that caused that crate to break, because I didn't double click that. It's strange. Kind of exciting, really. Where is my pet at? Oh gosh, I saw a fighting crime somewhere. Okay, here he is. He gets me into so much trouble. So I'm going to hop right on over here. And I'm going to do a little safety dance here. I call this the water.org triple Lindy with a half twist. Little interpretive dance. But let's tell you a little bit about what's going on today here at AERIE Fund. I'll share my desktop with you again. And don't worry, we're going to get back into more killing. Oh, but let's make sure my pet's safe, because it looks like he stayed over where he was. Blink. There, teleport him over to me. Remember, when you donate to the AERIE Fund today in support of water.org and AERIE Fund, you get some really cool digital items. And you can see I'm wearing the cloak and the mug. But here you go, you see? That's pretty neat stuff. I love how bright that mug glows. I mean, it's a legitimate light source. I really do like it. And then, of course, we got the physical rewards. If you want to expand out your donation beyond $25, you can get all these physical goodies like a mouse pad, and well, I think it's just a mouse pad, not the mouse. But we'll find that out in just 2 seconds, because I'm going to share my desktop with you. We're going to go to the website and look at it for a second. So you see here, if you just go to the link that I got up on the top of my screen, and I'm going to link it to you right now, and paste, you can support a wonderful program that's going to bring water to places desperately in need of fresh water and sanitation. And the event's called the Ripple Effect. You just scroll down there on that link, there's a Donate Now button. It takes you to this fancy schmancy screen. Looky here, you can either take the default of digital rewards or add the poster and the mouse pad, add the poster, mouse pad, and mug. So yeah, it doesn't include the mouse. The picture shows the mouse, but you don't get the mouse. If you need a mouse, let me know. I got a bunch of junk mouse I can send you. Digital poster, mouse pad, mug, t-shirt, and of course you can even give a custom amount. If that's just not enough, go crazy with it. And you can even opt to include an additional amount to cover the transaction fees if you wanted. I mean, if you're already doing $25, why not? But here, I need to go get some coffee, guys. But while I'm getting coffee, I'm going to leave you with this great video that really tells you all about what water.org is about. And then I'm going to come back with fresh coffee. We're going to kill some more monsters.
If you don't know about the water crisis, you should. 2.6 billion people are affected. They lack clean water and a toilet. Each day, kids miss school, moms walk miles, families get sick from unsafe water, and too many die. Over 4,000 kids every day.
For those days we felt like a mistake.
We all know this is wrong, it's tragic, and it's totally unnecessary. Because it's solvable, if done right and with urgency. At water.org, we are dedicated to solving the global water crisis. Our more than 25 years of experience has given us insight. We know the water crisis can't be solved by a one-size-fits-all approach. We know it's not just about drilling wells, and that charity alone won't ever solve the challenge. You can help make this happen. Join us.
All right, I'm back. Got some fresh coffee with nice fresh water to make it with. Man, I mean, I wouldn't even be able to do that. It's amazing what we're afforded here in the United States and the struggles other people go through. Just things that we just take so much for granted. All right, back to slaying monsters. Delving down into the darkness of Serpent Spine Mines. With a fresh cup of coffee. Alrighty. And the safety dance worked. We're still alive. Can I get back up there? No, it doesn't look like it. It looks like I've committed to this lower area, but I bet you there's a ladder down here. Yeah. I love the fact that Shroud of the Avatar is not amuck with linear dungeons. I used to get so bored with a lot of MMOs that the dungeons were really just a mechanic to get you from one boss to the next. You know, one straight line. Every blue moon you have to go to the left room and the right room to kill a boss before you go to the forward room to kill a boss, you know. It just really made, the world building was really uninteresting. Pretty, it looked pretty, but, you know, here they got twists and turns and, you know, just, there's just dungeons here that I just get completely lost in. And sure, yeah, you can hit your map and use that. I try to minimize using my map while I'm adventuring, though. I try to learn the dungeon. But this map system is actually quite amazing. It used to be a community project. It used to be sotamap.com. That was created by Jacob White. But not too long ago, Portalarium decided that was such a good solution that they acquired it. And the developer Core, has been hard at work enhancing that for us. He also works on the heraldry system and even the website. We're going to get a new website for Shroud of the Avatar coming up on launch day. It's my understanding. Okay. Let's open up some more sacks, chests. I actually do like getting all these like leather boots and whatnot because it gives me a chance to salvage them, to work on my salvaging abilities for tailoring. Because I don't really do a whole lot of crafting. I have actually leveled most of my carpentry skill from salvaging, believe it or not. And I mean, I've been doing a lot of it, a lot of salvaging. Look at my carpentry. It just went up to 99 today. During today's salvaging efforts. I'm almost a Grandmaster Carpenter, and probably 99% of that 99 points was done through salvaging. So yes, I lost out on a lot of gold, because I could have sold all those items instead of salvaging them. But no. And then, of course, I have tons of wood scrap as well. Alright, what's in here? Oh, we got a book. Book system's super cool in Shroud of the Avatar. Look at this Grim Anthology Volume number 2. So you get a lot of in-game books that you find to learn about lore, and sometimes they're just fables and whatnot. But players can craft their own books and then print them, and even use printing presses to mass produce them. There's even a very vibrant market for player-created books and stories. Viren and Wambi runs this really cool bookstore in-game. And they make a pretty good business out of it. What you do is you provide them copies of your books, and then they, for a nominal fee, they will continue to reproduce them and sell them when they run out. I think it's a really neat idea. They must have like 5 or 6 stores now. All right, what do we got here? We got a little bit of silver. Don't forget though, guys, 844 million people, 1 in 9, lack access to safe water. 2.3 billion people, 1 in 3, lack access to a toilet. More people have a mobile phone than a toilet. I tell you, it's just depressing to me. I wish I could give so much more. It's glad to see, like, you hear about a lot of these charity organizations, and this has got to be one of the ones I'm really just impressed with. Because it really gets down right to the basics. Think about how those communities will improve just by having fresh water. I mean, all those women and girls that are just gathering water all day long, they can now go to school and take a job. Yeah, I'll take, oh, I can't take that one. Usually I can pick up those jugs. Yeah, sometimes this area has some silver in it, and I found one. It does have a chest. 45, we've got a bunch of fragments, not a whole lot of stuff, but, pretty nice. Oh, hi there. We had a respawn right on top of us. So one thing you'll notice about Shroud of the Avatar is the most superior items in the game are player crafted. Look at all my gear. My helmet, my cloth helm was crafted by somebody named Oberon. Lao Tzu crafted my pants. Fazal crafted my epic gloves. Oberon, I got a lot of Oberon stuff. Who crafted my hammer? Fazal, wow. I must have been going to the same vendors a lot. And then somebody named Eso Wanda crafted my ring. Oop, almost got knocked off by the cart. Do you see my cat-like reflexes? See how quickly I dodged that? That was pretty impressive. At least I think so. But even artifacts. So artifacts are really rare drops, and they're items with really cool bonuses. But very often, they have negative effects as well, and hidden effects that you'll have to discover on your own as you're using the item. Or, go to a cheat post on the forums. It's another way to do it. But the thing of it is and I like how they're so interactive with the community, and they really do listen to us. When there was complaints that the artifacts were more powerful than some of the crafted gear and would be best in the slot, well, easy solution, bam. Artifacts can be modified with the player crafting system. We can enchant them and enhance them further and add bonuses to them. And of course, every time you try to do that, you run the risk, just like if you're trying to enhance your crafted item, you run the risk of destroying the artifact. Hey, look at there! We found another supply bundle, so the loot is growing. So remember, I'm giving away all of this stuff. Hopefully I can just meet the person in game, because that's going to be hard to mail all this stuff. Alright, we got another master switch. I'm gonna go ahead and put night vision on here. Get a real good look at what's about to happen. Because I've done this before. I've been here before. Okay. I like that dust effect right there. So you'll notice too, that makes it a lot easier for us to get up in this area. I'm really curious as to what's up there. Me, when I'm out adventuring, and you see a lot of my streams, I'm always like spelunking and trying to go places that maybe I shouldn't be climbing, just to see if there's a hidden area or something. I wonder if I can get over there. Well, that's actually just the other. We were already there. That was the last platform we were on. So whatever affected here may not have to do with getting up high. It may have to do with something that happened down below. No. What's down here? Poor Lechero is like, how the heck do I get there? Well, you're a spider, buddy. Climb. Oh, I tell you, he's so scared of heights. He never follows me on my little spelunking adventures. I always have to teleport him. Well, we're down below the platforms now. Here we'll find a lot of water elementals. Kind of why I wanted to come here. Remember those cranks we returned earlier that released a bunch of water? Man, I hope I remembered to turn all 3 cranks. We'll have to go back if I didn't. Arius asks, oh, I'm sorry, that's answering a question. Yeah, thanks for answering that. Yeah, I'm trying to look at Twitch chat. I just don't have my normal way I look at chat since this isn't on my channel. I don't know where Lechero's at. He's off fighting that other water elemental. Oh, no, he moved. Yeah, these guys are zippy. I like to move around. And it's nice when you have a spider pet too, because they web things in place. So if you have things that zip around like crazy, especially like archers, where they're always trying to get some distance from you. Oh, we got some slimes. Not too bad when you got one slime on you. When you get 2 or 3 of them, they keep splitting into their teeny parts. It can get a little hairy. Then you're getting a lot of things just mobbing you. Look at that, now I've got 3 of them. Oh, no, 4 of them. Gosh, little buggers. Can you imagine having 8 of them? You know, or 12? Yeah, that's when it's called, the name of that movie is called Elgarian Dies. Yeah, part 1. Well, actually, I die a lot, so part 3622. Alright, what do we got over here? So it looks like we got a lot of citrine to harvest. Let's go ahead and get that. But I'm going to send Lechero after that slime. Go get him, buddy. Hey there, Max Liao. That's a buddy of mine over at Legion of Myth. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us on the stream. Max Liao is an old friend of mine. We used to play D&D together, and from times of old, even way back then, he hated elves almost with a passion. No, I would say with a passion. He hates the elven species. So of course, any game he plays, he'll never play an elf. You know, and he might even role play somebody who doesn't like elves because he's a big role player, as am I. But I thought it'd be funny, so for my pledge reward, I had an NPC name that NPC reward. So there is an elf in the city of Yu named Max Liao in his honor. I don't hate elves, I hate the stereotype elf player. It's a real sad part of the sort of Midras novel. Really, really sad. There's a little girl named Amanda, I believe. Little sister of Siriana, is that her name? The main female lead in the book. But she was a failed experiment by the Obsidians. They were trying to form her into an elf, but they didn't quite get it right. It was still when they hadn't mastered the technique. And she's got like these really withered, weak legs. Really sad story. But if you go to the town of Exeter, there's this keep, a ruined keep there, and evidently that is where Amanda might have been held and lived. Just keep in mind, she kind of had to be in hiding. Seeing an elf back then during in an area that hadn't been taken over by the Obsidians yet would have been very unusual for people. So her sister kept her in hiding. All right, so here is the mine shaft I spoke of. Look at this, guys. So I know for a fact I did not turn all the cranks because I don't see water flowing. It's got me concerned. So I'm going to go look. For way back up, we're going to go to that first area, make sure I turned all 3 of those cranks. Once we find a ladder up. But as I said, I love getting lost in this game. I bet you I can get up to that platform from these rocks. They look climbable. I think I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. Yep, maybe. Yep, maybe. Oop. All right, which platform are we on? Oh, hi there. Don't mind us. Oh, okay, you do mind? Okay, we'll have to kill you then. But you're going to learn a lot about the kobold species when you are on the path of courage. So that's where the cavern is. I think we got to go this way on the cart. So I think the next platform might be the starting one. Oop, buggers. Didn't make it, but I still can get across there. Boom, bam. Okay, so then the next platform over, we can probably get to those water cranks. How are we doing on time, too? We got 1 more hour on the stream, then we're going to hand the stream off to Justin. She's going to fill us in on a lot of the stuff that's going on with the fundraising event. But we got 24 hours of streaming, guys. That's right, this is a 24-hour STREAM-A-THON, and this is only hour 10. Yeah, big thank you for the people that took the difficult shifts. Hopefully they're overseas where it wasn't so hard on them, but, you know, it's for a worthy cause. Me, I got to sleep in. Even an hour longer than usual, because I usually start my streams at 9 a.m. Central. Let's see here. Are we gonna wait? Oh, but remember I destroyed, see now, this is what I'm talking about. Now I can't. I don't know if I can barely walk. That's a awfully long distance to fall as an experiment. Yeah. Oh, really? Oh my goodness, that cart almost killed us. You see my cat-like reflexes though? We jumped onto this lower platform. I'm awesome. All right, and I can't teleport up. We're gonna have to go all the way back down and then all the way back up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's look for some stairs. So close, so close. Ouch. I'm going to dismiss my pet from now, and let's focus on just getting up to where we need to be. Well, we got... see a ladder there. And we did farm down there, but we can probably get back to those platforms. Oh, here we go. This is where we need to be, where the water cranks are. Okay. Alright, so we did that one. I don't see steam. we did that one. Already done. Oh, I see steam over here, maybe? I don't know. See, I really thought I did all three. I did. Maybe it's not as easy as it seems. It's been a long time since I've done this puzzle. Yeah, Max, this is yeah, one of my favorite dungeon caverns areas. I do love this one. It uses a lot of good use of vertical space, and that's what I love. Those are my favorite kind. Though I do like the little twisty cavernous like catacombs type as well. But you know, this one, I don't know. When I love to go on cavern tours, you know, in real life. And if anyone has a chance to go to San Antonio, go to Natural Bridge Caverns. When you open up into that main auditorium cavern, it's stunning. I mean, it's like a giant amphitheater of just stalagmites and stalactites and curtains and all this. I mean, it's just enormous. Yeah, they even have a special tour you can do for caves and caverns that have not been prepared for the general audience there at Natural Bridge. You have to sign up for it like 3 months early because it's a long waiting list. But you actually put on those helmets with the lights on them because they don't even have lights down in those areas. And there's even a part where you slide down a guano slide. Okay, here we go. There we go. So we didn't do the last one. I wasn't sure. So now look at all this water here. If we could somehow donate this water to water.org, that'd be helpful too. Oop, right there. I need a special mug attack. You know, like a backhand mug bash or something. Yeah. Yeah, they do. There is a sense of realism to them. And if you go look at the old Stephen Daniele concept art for the game, they really did model the style of the caverns and the way all these rippled walls are, you know, where you would just assume that water had kind of carved these grooves through the years of dripping water. Look, we got a water flow now down this area.
That wouldn't feel right. You're not in a barroom bar.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. Well, that would be helpful if I was. We do have the pugilism ability now.
Yeah. Yeah, I seen a guy out adventuring. He was using pugilism as his attack form. It's like he's out there punching everything. It's like, son of a bitch.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, there's actually an artifact called like the lead gloves of something, and it gives you plus 50 in pugilism.
Yeah, I got a set of them. They help you with mining too.
Oh, yep, they sure do. And keep in mind too, artifacts can be enhanced through crafting now in Shroud of the Avatar. So these amazing magical items you find, you can further enhance them, but you're going to run the risk of destroying them every time you try to add another enhancement.
Yeah. Well, I destroy them right off the bat with my crafting skills because they're in the gutter. I haven't started on crafting skills yet.
Yeah, my crafting's really low as well, except for carpentry because I've been doing all that salvaging.
I got my carpentry up pretty good, except for weapons, which is what you need for doing anything. But I've got mine up by building furniture for my houses that I bought. That and salvage.
So you can see here that now that the water's on the rise, maybe Maybe we didn't do enough cranks. I don't see any moving water yet. Maybe there's still more of the puzzle we have to do. But either way, I do see some water far below. Maybe we just don't see where it's coming out. Let's, we're gonna do I like to do a mix when I'm in this dungeon. There is an elevator you can take, but I enjoyed the spelunking aspect of the game. They really do give you a lot of freedom to risk your life essentially, to accomplish goals a different way. And, oh, that's slippy, let's get over there. Okay, whoo, that was close, almost slipped right off. I'm trying to get to that beam right there. And if we get to that beam, we might be able to walk over. Ooh, I don't know the height difference there, though. Let's see how that goes. Yeah, go ahead and place your bets, guys. Will Edorgarian survive this ridiculous attempt? That looks pretty high. Can I get back down? Maybe I can survive that fall. I'm going to try to lessen it a little bit and come down to this ledge. I bet you I could survive that fall, and I might be able to jump to there. Let's see, I'm going to get my sprint up here. So I use my alternate deck for my buff bar, but I also, it's my, oh shit, I got to get a heck out of town bar when something's killing me. And I've got my runaway skills in there. So if I'm getting overwhelmed by monsters, I just switch decks to my buff deck, and I hit my sprints. But they also help me get in a little bit extra distance on my jumps. Oh, good. I was able to stick there. All right, cool. And we did make it to the beam. Now, is it at the same height as that? No, it is not. And I don't think I'll be able to even teleport up there because I don't have proper path. Ooh, what? Oh, it almost lets me. Almost. Nope, it's not going to let me. I got excited. All right, so let's go down to another beam. All right, so it looks like there's a metal cage down there that looks like it's close enough where I'm not going to die from that jump. And I do have a safe fall ability, so if I go over here to the subterfuge tree, my safe falls up to 57. Right now I've got everything shut off except for fire and life. And that affords me a plus 57 safe fall modifier. But I still die quite a bit from falling because I like to do all these crazy climbs. Let's see here. Why don't we try that metal cage? That looks the closest. Or maybe this other beam. Nope, cage looks closer. We're going to try the cage. Here we go. Are we going to die? Nope, that's good. All right. Ooh. I might have to get off there. Yeah, there's a little sticky spot right there. All right. Yeah, I'm the king at finding sticky spots because of what I like to do. All right. All right, what do we got here? So we are way down. Whoop, oh, goodness. Almost died. All right, so let's look up for a second. And yeah, I'll turn on night vision for you people that prefer easy mode. Look how much distance we just covered down that this mine shaft, where there's pumping all this water down here. And then look how much distance we still have yet to go. All these rickety platforms. But now I see some water at the bottom. So maybe if I were to fall and manage to dodge all this stuff as I'm falling, find a nice clear path, maybe I could just land in the water safely. I don't know, guys. We'll risk that maybe as we get closer and we have less debris in our way. Oop, and I see a skeleton down there. Of course, I only noticed that because I'm on easy mode. Let's take night vision back off. And then let's go ahead and rebuff as well. But while we're in this relatively safe spot, guys, let's talk a little bit about this charity we're representing today. You know, and I'll rebuff after that, actually. So this is a good spot to do a safety dance, because I think we're in a safe spot. This time we'll do the zombie. I call this one the spoiled child dance, because it really looks like a little kid throwing a tantrum that he didn't get the toy on the shelf. Well, I want that. You know, it could be a zombie, sure, but it definitely looks like a spoiled kid, too. But, yeah, let me share a little bit with you guys here. So if you were to donate today to the AERIE Fund's Ripple Effect program, you're afforded these wonderful digital rewards. You see that I have equipped the cloak and the mug. I'm loving the mug. It is very bright. it does serve as a nice extra light effect. And of course, if you're at a dance party and you're drinking with your friends, well, what better way to do it than show off that shiny mug? And of course, we have these physical rewards as well. Got a poster, we've got a mouse pad, we've got a t-shirt, there's the front and back, a nice ripple effect logo, and a mug. That's a real mug, but I did confirm it does not glow magically like the in-game mug. I would hope it would, but evidently the sorcerers were too expensive to contract to actually imbue this mug with magical power. Hopefully in future events they can afford those sorcerers. Let me share my desktop with you. If you just come on over here to the AERIE Effect website, I'm sorry, AERIE Fund website. Let me paste the link of where I'm pretty much at. And you click that big Donate Now button. It takes you to this fancy schmancy screen right here. And you can pick what reward level you want. So you can go digital poster, because it starts with digital rewards, but then you can start adding in the physical rewards a little at a time. Of course, the last would afford you that nice t-shirt. And this goes to a really, really wonderful charity organization. And you can even opt to cover the transaction fee, which, why not? If you're already doing $25, what's another 31 cents? And of course, you just fill out the thing, you hit submit. It asks for your in-game name. I did this yesterday, and already when I logged in this morning, I had my digital rewards. They just mail them to you using the in-game mail system. But my friends, it is time for Algerians to get yet another cup of coffee, which affords us another wonderful opportunity to watch this informational video about water.org, because these proceeds are going to not only AERIE Fund, but also water.org, bringing clean water and sanitation abilities to a lot of third world areas that are in desperate need of these resources. So I'm going to hit the old rewind button.
If you don't know about the water crisis, you should. 2.6 billion people are affected. They lack clean water and a toilet. Each day, kids miss school, moms walk miles, families get sick from unsafe water, and too many die. Over 4,000 kids every day.
For those days we felt like a mistake.
We all know this is wrong, it's tragic, and it's totally unnecessary. Because it's solvable, if done right and with urgency. At water.org, we are dedicated to solving the global water crisis. Our more than 25 years of experience has given us insight. We know the water crisis can't be solved by a one-size-fits-all approach. We know it's not just about drilling wells, and that charity alone won't ever solve the challenge. You can help make this happen. Join us.
All right, I'm back. Yeah, I really like that video. It really gets to the point. And then keep in mind too, there are other ways you can donate to water.org, of course directly through their website, but we all have a Make a Difference store on the Shroud of the Avatar website. You'll notice some of these items will go up to 50%, and when you click into them, it will tell you if they are 50% or not. Go right to water.org as well, but if you want to donate to, of course, AERIE Fund and water.org, you would do that here through the AERIE Fund website, clicking that big black "Don't Donate Now, Click Here" button. And that reminds me too, because on that Make a Difference store, I forgot I had the rain emote. I showed you the wishing well, but let me show you the rain emote in game. I haven't done that. Look at that. And of course, with this cloak that I have on, it extends out the duration of the rain emote by, I think, 75%. 75% wishing well reward chance, and it has a +8 rain emote duration. What is that unit of measurement? +8 seconds, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. We'd have to test it. We'd have to take the cloak on, then take it off, and use the rain emote twice, but we're not going to do that. It is longer. We'll take that for granted. All right. So here we are. We're in Serpent Spine Mines, and we just triggered some a water puzzle that has flooded these lower chambers down this enormous mine shaft. So let's see. We're going to go ahead and rebuff, because stuff might be getting a little more difficult for me down here. I mean, it's not uncommon, guys, in the sandbox type environment in Shroud of the Avatar. You could be in a, let's say, a tier 2 catacombs, like Solania sewers or something, and then find a secret switch that opens a door, and you walk down that passage. Because yeah, we have hidden doors, we have secret doors, we have illusionary walls, we even have invisible walls. I found those in the Rise not too long ago. And of course, puzzles, traps. I do wish the traps did a little more damage. You know, sometimes they're not cataclysmic enough. I hope they scale that up eventually. Or maybe they scaled the trap damage based on your level, so that way they're still put you at risk even when you're super high level. But yeah, you're in Solania Catacombs, you hit that switch and you go down that passage and boom, there's like this demon with 10,000 health that's like this big high-level group monster to kill. Let's see here. How do I open that door, I wonder? I don't know. I don't remember. We might have to skip that door. Let's see, so I already destroyed that part of the platform. Let's... Okay, here we go. Yeah, more planks fell. I heard them fall behind me. And it looks like we're down in an elevator. Now, is this going to take us down or up? This might take us up. I don't know. Yep, up. So this was the easy mode way to get up and down from here. You know, me, I'm Mr. Spelunker. You know, I need to change my name from Elgarian to Mr. Spelunker. Alrighty. Whew, now how do I get back there? I don't know. Well, we do see a platform there and more platforms below. And I'm not going to be able to make that jump to that. There's no way. Alright, so we're going to go jump down to this beam. I bet you I can make that. Oh, whew, that made me nervous. I think I can make that. I'm going to turn off my immolation effect, though. I'm having trouble seeing it. Here we go. Here it goes. Ah! Okay. One good thing that the jump mechanics in the game are a little forgiving for you, and I love that because I love doing jump puzzles, and they're exceptionally difficult if you're playing a game where you can't kind of steer while you're in midair. But Shroud does allow you to do that, so it does make jump puzzles a little more easy. So you don't have to worry so much about timing. But keep in mind, like if I just do a short little jump, you know, I just tap my space bar, and if I want a bigger jump, I hold down my space bar, and I can get, you know, more air, more distance. And I do believe if you go to your paper doll and put your mouse over strength, it determines a character's maximum health, carry capacity, physical damage, resistance to immobilizing effects, and chance to parry or block or an attack. See, I thought it also affects your jump ability as well. Okay, good. I can stick on that ledge. No, I'm sliding. Oh, no. Oh, please land on something. Okay, good. Oh, did we find a sticky spot? I think we did. That's okay, I got the blink ability. So if you do /stuck, that'll get you unstuck. And I find them all the time because I'm a spelunker. But it'll also log it in as to where you were stuck. So you don't even need to do a bug report on /stuck stuff. Because they have these little heat maps they look at, and they can see where the stuck spot was, and they can fix it. So this elevator goes down? Or does that go up? Goes up also. You know, why don't I just take the elevators? No, I refuse. I'm not going to get my spelunking merit badge if I take the elevators. I'm sorry. All right, let's see here. Oh, dang it. I wasn't even on it. I didn't even get to use that platform. Okay, so, whew. This place is really creeping me out because you kind of get a sense of, you know, you're playing a 3D game and sometimes the 3D environment, you really get a sense or feel of it. And I'm feeling a little anxious right now because I got all this distance I can fall below. Oh, but we might be close enough where we're not. What? Okay, let's charge in and get this guy. And I still have my buff deck up, so let's go ahead and get some immolation going. And this is just a large skeleton archer. And if any of you guys watch my stream, you know what I do. I kill lots of liches in Deep Ravenswood. It's kind of my favorite place to hunt. But so yeah, these guys are just light work for me. Because I usually fight a lot of the hardened ones. Man, there's a lot of platforms here. Some of those are probably traps. You gotta be careful. Alright. Yeah, let's spend a little bit of time getting some ore while we're here. Look, we got some carved out walls. So we've been previously always in a very cavernous area, but now look, we're in a more like, you know, dungeon environment. This has all been carved out. What? Justin just said somebody brought breakfast for everybody? Me too. Hopefully there's bacon in it. So don't forget, we only got about 40 minutes left on my portion of the stream. This is a 24-hour stream-a-thon in support of the Ripple Effect, the AERIEFund.org and water.org fundraising event. All donations go to supporting both of those both of those organizations. And, oh, I heard a trap. Oh. All right, what's going on here? Oh, Schneggies. I got lucky there. Oh, didn't get lucky there. So that, aye! What was the one that opened the door? That one? Yep, that one opens the door. Okay. Well, what's in there? Can I open it from the other side, or am I stuck? Oh, I don't want to go in there if I'm stuck. Let's carefully examine that. And there are some cool spots in dungeons that are committal points, like these little pits you'll jump down, and you're basically committing to the next place because you're not able to get back up immediately. Oh, buggers. Oh no. Whoa, lots of webs. Well, good thing I have my trusty glowing mug, because my light spell went out and I can still see. Oh, lots. Okay, so good, there is a switch. So this is. Oh, we got some obsidian emblems here from the Obsidian Empire. That's their symbol. So it might give us a hint as to the kind of content we'd find here. But I love this symbol too, because I interpret it as, you know, two upraised hands that are kind of embracing the obsidian shards, you know, the ones that they use for all their twisted magic. So it looks like, yep, that's going to open the door, and there's a timer on it. So there's other places that, where was I? I was in this one dungeon. I had to hit a foot switch, but when I ran to the door would be closed. So I actually had to figure out a way to get something to activate that switch while I was going to the door. You know what I did? I killed a mob on top of it, and the weight of the mob, I didn't loot him, so he'd stay there. And the weight of the mob kept the door open for me. I thought that was really cool. What I could have done too is just told my pet to stay on it, because they'll activate switches as well. Let's see here, what do we got here? I need a key to open it. So remember, doors are there's two functions. You have the door to open it. You click the door, but if it's locked, you have to do the keyhole. Do I have a key? I do. And so keys, it's interesting, is that keys are actually part of the player economy. There's a chance that they break, and we can trade them between players. So as you're stockpiling up on keys you find, yeah, be sure to add them to your vendors, because there's some people that... so this goes to Equitas Passage. We'll talk about that in a sec. But yeah, if they're on your vendors, you can sell keys to other players, and that affords you the ability to, you know, grab a bunch of keys if you and your friends are adventuring in a certain area, and maybe, oh, gosh, I'm horrible with traps. You all can kind of distribute the keys out to everybody, so if somebody dies, they can get back to where you're at, yada, yada, yada. Me, I like to carry a big sack of, that I call keys. I try to carry as many as 5 of each key, and then I sell all the remaining ones that I find. Alrighty. But I believe in about 35 minutes, Justin will be on the stream, give us some updates on the charity event. Really curious how it's going. Alright, what do we got here? So we're trying to get lower. Oh, so Equitas Passage, those underworld areas are basically intersections. So whenever you see, when you're in an underworld, and you see a door that takes you to whatever passage, Midmare Passage, Spindrift Passage, Equitas Passage, doesn't matter. They'll have like 3 to 4 other intersections inside those passages. And even though I'm playing multiplayer, and here in Serpent Spine Mines I'm forced down to solo party because this is a party mode dungeon, once you go into one of those passages, if you are playing multiplayer, you will, of course, encounter other players cutting through that passage. Alright, so this is kind of a leap of faith at this point, guys.
If I may interrupt you for just one moment.
Oh, please do.
Sorry about that. I'm going to do a quick raffle here. We're going to give it only 10 minutes, by the way. But we're going to give away 10 Merits Gaming Fitness tickets. This is for the sweepstakes, where these tickets are used in the sweepstakes, and where you could potentially win a town level bundle. That is a $1,700 prize. So we're going to do 10 tickets. It'll be 10 minutes, and we'll pull that just as quickly as we can.
So if you guys are curious, he just mentioned Merits Gaming Fitness. I think this is a brilliant concept for getting people gamers motivated to exercise. And you can link your Merits account to your video game that they're partnered with. Like for instance, Shroud the Avatar, they are partnered. If you just get the app, you link it to your Shroud account, and then you can earn cool stuff. Like right away you get a community cloak, a Merits community cloak that's got a really cool like medical symbol on it. Wish I had it with me so I could show you. And then the chance to win great prizes during these raffles. And of course you take quests. I mean, it's just really, really neat stuff. Yeah, I highly recommend anybody that plays Shroud. And you get cool emotes too. I forgot about the emotes, like push-ups.
I just dropped the link in the chat for the AERIE Fund specific part of the Merits app.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I got the Twitch up on another computer though. I'm not going to be able to bring that up very easily. Unless I can find a link here. No, maybe not. Keep in mind too, is if you guys are donating today, you get these cool digital rewards. I'm using them right now. I got my glowy mug and the cloak, and of course we got the physical rewards that you can get if you donate on the AERIE Fund website. And then of course that link just provided for the Merits activity as well. I just love this Shroud of the Avatar community and all the interactions there are. It's robust. So many great programs going on. All right, so guys, this is a leap of faith. I think I'm fine to jump down. The water hopefully is deep enough. Let's find out. And since there is a freshwater shortage in the world, possibly even in New Britannia, if the water's not deep enough, then we know we have the same problem here in New Britannia. Here it goes. Oh, there was. Oh man, I got lucky because I didn't know there was more things. I could have hit either one of those beams and died, but I just luckily picked the right trajectory that let me get all the way down here. Now keep in mind, if I didn't get that water flowing, what would have happened? Would I have landed on rock, or just water that's just way too shallow? I don't know, guys. You're gonna have to find out. Ooh, you know what these cloaks should do? They should make you swim faster too. That'd be sweet. Uh-oh. All right, what do we got there? A 1,000 health Lich Mage. Interesting. Okay. So this is a perfect example of a sandbox type environment where, you know, you're in a tier 2 and suddenly you're in like a tier 5, like high level tier 5, like what I talked about with Solania Catacombs. But this is a tier 4 adventuring area, but that is very tier 5 material right ahead of us. And am I even going to be able to get to a nice little safety spot where I can rebuff to try to take that guy? I don't know, because he's right up on the edge. Can I get up on this rock, maybe? Oh, I think I have to go in unbuffed with no pet. Fortunately, he's a mage, and I don't see any other friends around. Yeah. Is he going to attack me while I'm in the water? Don't know. Maybe he doesn't see me. Maybe I can get up right on the step. Maybe just on the very, very tippy of the step and buff. Okay, does he see me? Yes, he sees me. Okay, got the pet out. We're going to go ahead and rebuff. I'm going to send Lechero in there. Okay. And I'm going to try to get some big buffs in here. And it looks like I'm a mage, so and keep in mind I'm a fire mage, so his damage spells aren't going to be too bad for me. I'm a little weak against death magic because I'm specialized in life magic, and that's one of the penalties for specializing in life magic is the opposing school I'm weaker in. That goes for all the schools of magic. They have an opposing school that you're weakening yourself in as you raise your specialty in the opposite school. All right. We keep getting rooted and mesmerized, but let's see here. Hopefully nothing else charges in. I've actually never been back here to hunt in this lower area now that I'm a higher level. Let's see how we do. And I should switch to my undead deck too. If this whole area is undead, which it might be. And I'm going to go ahead and pop a focus potion. So I burn a lot of... I probably should have put my shield on too. Still got that mug equipped. Yeah, I find Lich Mages to be far more effective as support creatures. They don't do, to me, a whole lot of damage, but they do a lot of stuns and mesmerizes and roots. So if you have a whole bunch of other undead on you... Oh, so I'm having trouble getting that to target there. Okay. If you have a whole bunch of other undead on you, they can be very difficult, and you sometimes might want to take the Lich Mage out first, just so you can get rid of all those mesmerizes and stuns that he's doing, because they last a long time. And look at the time on this one. Really long time. Let's see if I can get behind him. And then we're gonna switch to our undead deck so we get Banish Undead. And yeah, this guy, Lich Mages, I think, are the easiest of the three. I find Lich Fighters to be my most difficult. And Hardened Skeletal Archers, for some reason, I find more difficult. Maybe just because they're typically more numerous than Lich Archers. Alright. Alright, what's wrong with you, Lechero? Where is he? He's off fighting crime somewhere. Alright, so that looks like we have some traps here. Yeah. Really cool. So I guess his lower level, keep in mind I'm high level, I was a little high level for that guy. Lower level people will come down here in groups and fight this boss, and yeah, who knows, maybe they can use these traps to help whittle them down. Alright, what do we got ahead? and I am a little... Ooh, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay, hold on. We got some... Oh, this is going to be tough, guys. Oh, I'm already at half health. This is going to be real tough. Yeah. Oh, no. I'm not going to die. I don't die. I'm going to die. I didn't even switch to my undead deck. I still don't have my shield up. Yeah. Bulgarian's going to die today. Yeah, there we go. So cool thing when you die in this game, one, imagine a PvP environment. I cannot communicate to my teammates right now. I can't say, oh, he's over there, get him, he just killed me. No, you gotta wait till you resurrect before you can do anything like that. And of course you have to do the float of shame back to, oh, there's a lot of good stuff in here. Look, there's silver ore. I'm not ready to resurrect just yet, so let's hold off on that. A lot of gems. Looks like a lot of high-level undead monsters. This might be a good spot for me to farm here in the future. I think I'm ready for it. If I was properly buffed and had the right deck up, I'm going to be coming back here soon, I think. I really wonder what quests will bring us down in this direction, too. Now that launch is coming, launch is only, Tuesday, March 27th. And I'm going to finally start doing side quests. Yeah, the main storyline quests don't take you down here, but what side quests might, I don't know. Another thing too, remember I mentioned there was hidden walls, and invisible walls and hidden doors, secret doors, and illusionary walls. Well, there's also destructible walls in these cavernous areas where you can knock them down. And actually there's a brick and mortar version as well. Yeah, so when I die I tend to scout out a little bit. Guys, that is Serpent Spine Mines. I'm telling you, it's just a fantastic place to adventure in. And you can come in here with a group of friends. Oh, so that Ankh down there, that is for when there is no water here. I see. So you would have fallen all the way down there and be able to resurrect at that Ankh. But now that there's water, I'm up much too high to use that one, so there must be one in here somewhere. Oh, my poor corpse. So keep in mind, too, nowadays, your pulled experience will not drop until you resurrect at the Ankh, because what if you have a friend with you who resurrects you? Well, that's going to help you out to reduce all that harmful skill decay. New players don't have to worry so much about it, but because you don't have skill decay, I think not until, like, adventure level 40 or something, and even then it's like extremely minute. And you get 10,000 XP a day just for logging in, so it's going to be probably till adventure level 60 or so they even really start noticing it. Hey, look, it's the fall. Look at that. So keep in mind, guys, at the end of the stream I am going to give away all of my loot. It'll be helpful if I can meet you in game just to transfer it all over. All these goodies I've found I'll just transfer to your inventory. Not a whole lot, but what it's going to also afford you is a use of my Royal Orb and Royal Scepter on anyone's home and vendor that you'd like it used on, which cuts their commission and taxes in half for a month. So let's check it out. Let's go to the fall. Oh my gosh, it's a PvP zone. Okay, let's do it. So PvP zones, they'll take you into automatic multiplayer if you're not already. That's even if you go into a PvP town. Like for instance, my town. That's a PvP zone. And you can choose that. If you want to run a town, you want it to be non-PvP, well, you just make it non-PvP. Alrighty. So I'm definitely don't have my A game going. Here I am in a PvP environment. Will there be a player in here? Who knows? We're not in launch yet, so it's still early release. But we do have Ooga Boogas in here. We got to look out for him. And who knows who's not on my friends list that's here. But typically when they're high-level players, and I'm adventure level 87, I still get 2 and 3 hit. I have to be very careful. So let's go ahead and buff up. We're going to roam around. We were putting our lives at risk. But it's for a good cause. Oop. Which way to go? Which way to go? Let's go this way. Oh, another interconnection maybe? Oh, no, that's just serpent spine mines. Okay. Oh, right, because in PvP zones you spawn now at randomized locations. Even my POT, my player-owned town, they've randomized starting locations. I kind of like it because it makes it a little harder for people to camp entrances, easier to invade towns. And then, of course, let's say if you owned the town and somebody decided to camp your entrance to keep you out of your own town, that'd be kind of bad. So the randomized locations really kind of make sense. So if you can enter from multiple, or exit from multiple areas, why can't you enter from multiple areas? So when you get killed in PvP, you have the option to loot your enemy. That's right. You can loot like jawbones.
You're in a PvP zone. You can bring up players nearby players.
Oh, that window.
That's
Gotcha.
a little window that shows who's near you.
You know, I never used that one. Let's do that one. And it looks like it's not on the main window list. It must be just something on the hotkey list. I don't have that set. But yeah, when you kill a player, you get the option to loot them. And you can loot like a jawbone or a hand or a skull from them. And believe it or not, you can craft with those body parts to kind of mock your enemy. Like have a skull of Elgarian, a skull goblet of Elgarian, or a bone chimes of Elgarian, and hang it as decoration in your house. I mean, of course, the goblet, you would set it on a table or something. Ooh, who got me? Somebody got me? Or was that fire effect that powerful? Holy molies. Nope, that fire effect that I just walked through that trap, it was a little powerful. So I don't see, let's go combat. Yeah, that was a lot of fire damage. Holy smokes, I should have been paying attention. Nice, love it. All right, so let's go find an Ankh. 2 floats of shame in a single stream. Wonderful, Elgarian, good job. Let's see here. Let's see, probably over here. I see the glow. Keep in mind, look up on your compass as well, and the Ankhs that are bigger and brighter are the closer ones. And we'll resurrect right there. Beauty of resurrecting here in PvP zones, though. PvP zones, you're not worried about decay. And the first time you die in a day, your decay is going to be, max, and then it's halved, and then it's halved again, then it's halved again. It just gets smaller and smaller. So if you're out adventuring, grinding a certain boss, yeah, you'll have a little decay that you have to deal with right away, but it's more and more diminished as you go. Yeah, Justin's like, wasn't that you said traps didn't hit hard enough? Well, that one did, and that's what I want them to do. Yeah, my gosh, that was powerful. So maybe I have to be in a high-level tier 5 area like this for the traps to be this powerful. But yeah, most of the time I can kind of ignore the fire damage, at least at my adventure level. Back in the day, they were a lot more significant when I had a lot less health. All right, let's see if we can time this jump. Oh, I see a mob that just walked by down there. We're gonna jump. We got this. We got this. Boink, and we made. Ooh, that was close. And I think we can just jump straight onto that. There we go. Oh, this is just a really neat scene. Just such a great use of vertical space. I love dungeons like that. And imagine if somebody has a gust ability. Keep in mind, OSHA representatives have not come here to inspect, so there's no handrails. You know, it's very dangerous. Somebody comes up and gusts me off, well, I am probably going to die unless I get lucky enough to land on one of the platforms that are going by. And I can't wait for marketing to start kicking in for Shroud. Launch is just 4 days away. Get some people in these PvP zones. But yeah, as you're looting your enemy, you also can get around, I think it's around 2 items from your enemy. That's just randomly selected out of their gear. And so you have the option of, oh yeah, of course he moved. You have the option of, one, if somebody, and it's in the price of the Oracle interface, it'll show up in here, and there'll be a little tooltip that comes up letting you know, hey, somebody's looted something from you. Well, you have the option of paying a ransom to get those items back, and you can, or you can release it to them, or you can let the timer expire and then they'll get it then. But and then as a killer, you can choose not to claim the item as well. And one of my visits to the Oracle, she noticed that I didn't claim something from a player. It's amazing what they work into the virtue system in this game. And believe it or not, you could even pickpocket from people. And it uses that same price of the Oracle feature. Hold on. What is that noise? I don't know. Let's go down. Let's stop going up. Let's go down. Oh, man. Ah. Oh, no, 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 no. Back on the platform. No, 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 no. Oh, Elgarian died again. No. I'm horrible. This is really just a big hint. Oh, man, look at those skeleton statues on that post. That's creepy. Of course, we don't get to see it in all the splendor because I got this weird lighting effect going on right now because of I'm a ghost right now, so I don't see all the color. It's all washed out, kind of gray. Let's see if there's an Ankh down here. I think there's a Chaos one. Yeah, so that's going to randomize where I pop up at. All right, here we go. Where's it going to take us? Nobody knows. You know, if anyone's trying to study, because I plan on doing lots of PvP, studying my PvP technique, this is basically what they've learned by watching me. Oh, well, Elgarian's technique is that he just tries to suck as badly as possible, and it'll be easy for us to kill him, no matter what we do, no matter what our build is. And that's probably true, because I really am horrible at PvP, but I like it. I like the suspense it provides. And it actually started us right off where we started. So we're only going to spend about another 5 minutes in here. Then I'm going to close out the program a little bit, talking about the charity event. And then we're going to hand the torch off to... oh, hold on. Am I on Fuego again? Let's heal ourselves this time. Ah. Yeah, lesson learned. Then we're going to hand the program off to Justin. He's giving us some updates on how the charity event's going. Really looking forward to seeing the progress. I know some changes for control points are coming. That's going to be really nice. Looking forward to testing those in release 52. Oh, of course I got flamed again. Alright. I'm going to get down to the bottom. Without dying. I mean, we've technically been there as a where am I? We've been there as a ghost. No, don't want to go there. Here we go. Alright. Oh, you are... No! Oh. Yay! I landed in water. I came really close to landing there. I stream with a group of streamers, Dragor. It's called Legion of Myth. And of course on Twitch it'll all be one word. Yeah, they're an old group of friends of mine. I met them about 20 years ago playing Dungeons and Dragons, and We're all old Air Force members, and we were playing D&D in the dormitories. And then through the years, we kept in touch through MMOs. About 3 years ago, they started streaming, and then about probably up to 4 months now, I started streaming with them. And yeah, so I always stream Shroud of the Avatar. That's my baby. And they stream various other games. But the world building here is just amazing. I love it. They could probably put in some more monster density, I think. Especially when they get the mechanic in for it to scale with population of who's in here. But what do we got in here? Let's buff up for what's in here. We're going to kill what's inside, and then... Yes, I have magical abilities that allow me to do that. Yeah, I stream probably about 4 hours at a time. And that's why meretz.com, MERETZ.com is so important, guys, because I'm telling you, from playing video games, I had a blood clot at the age of 42, and I'm only 44 now. Incredibly painful, very life-threatening. And then I was on blood thinners for 6 months. They actually put me on Xarelto too, and that stuff, man, you know how many lawsuit commercials I would see for that drug after I was on it? It's like, man, am I supposed to be taking this stuff? If you've been experiencing internal bleeding, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, holy crap. But no, I did fine on it. But every time I would cut myself, oh my gosh, man, your blood comes out like water. So yeah, get up. Remember, sitting is the new smoking, as Max Leal likes to say. Secondhand sitting kills. So be sure to get up, shake off those legs, do some jumping jacks, do some lunges, do some Meretz Fitness, and get your Meretz Fitness rewards. Do Meretz Fitness quests. Link up your games to your Meretz app. And you get cool stuff too. So we got a little bit of stuff in here. Ooh, that guy had an unfortunate end. All right, so we're going to close out the program here in a moment. What I'm going to do is we're just going to talk about the charity organization for probably the next few minutes. I just need to get my character to safety. Because yeah, actually somebody stealthy could be following me around everywhere and just pickpocketing me to death. There's a 5-minute delay before I'm noticing that's happening. So I just can't wait for server pop to go up after launch and we have all the marketing kick in. These PvP areas are going to be crazy. Oh boy. And the funny thing is, all the times I've streamed the fall, other than this time, I've gotten killed every single time. There just happened to be somebody in here. It's a pretty popular hunting spot. And of course, you get a little extra loot because, well, heck, you're looting players, you know, and then ransoming off their stuff. So I'm just going to do a recall scroll. We're going to head back to, once my combat dissipates, go back to the town of Kali, where I'm from. And we're going to talk a little bit about AERIE Fund. We're going to talk about water.org. Then we're going to pass the torch to good old, oh, here Max, sitting is the new smoking, and secondhand sitting kills. Don't kill your loved ones. Get up, shake it out, and move a bit. Yeah. I know if one thing I really need, and I bet you the Meretz app probably works with the smartwatch. I need to get a little Apple Watch or something just so I can have the extra benefits. It's hard for me to when I'm on my elliptical to use my phone with that. I need to get a sports watch. All right. Here we are back in the town of Kali. You know, and actually, let's see if zombie lets me keep the mug out. Zombie. Nope, it hides. Oh yeah, it does. The mug's there. No, I want it. Okay, so guys, today, this 24-hour stream-a-thon, this was just 2 hours of it for this stream, but there are many more hours coming because this is only hour 11, and hour 12 is coming up very shortly. Justin's going to be taking on the mantle here. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on today. So by donating to AERIEFund.org, you can get cool digital rewards, guys. But most importantly, you're going to be supporting a charity, and we're going to talk about that charity in a minute. But let's look at these rewards. Look, I got that fancy cloak. Gives me extra wishing well chances and a prolonged rain emote. And of course, you have the fancy mug that provides a lot of illumination. And let me get this link for you guys too for the donation button. Boink, boink. All right. And then if you expand out your donation beyond $25, you get these cool physical rewards too, all the way up to a t-shirt. But a poster, a mouse pad, a t-shirt with logos on both front and back, and this awesome now I have to give this disclaimer, guys. The in-game mug is magical, not the out-of-game mug. We were not able to afford the fees for the sorcerers to enchant these mugs to make them glow, unfortunately. So this out-of-game mug is not magical, contrary to popular belief. All right. But if you head on over to that link I provided, it takes you to the AERIE Fund website. Remember, AERIE Fund helps gamers overcome catastrophic events. Our unique fundraising initiatives and community building projects are supported by gamers, streamers, and developers who seek to impact social change via gaming for a cause. Our specialties include customized fundraising efforts, gaming community outreach, and raising awareness of issues that directly impact gamers. We are 100% funded by our partnerships with players, streamers, and developers who seek to make magic happen in real life. Our goal is to make fundraising and awareness initiatives both fun and rewarding. Join our ranks, become a supporter, and play for a cause. But that link I provided you takes you to the Ripple Effect campaign event. There's a big donate button right here, right in the middle, that'll let you donate to the AERIE Fund and to water.org all at once. It takes you to this fancy schmancy form to complete where you pick your donation tier. It starts off, defaults to digital rewards, and I showed you what those are, but you can add the poster and the mouse pad, the poster, mouse pad, and mug, or the poster, mouse pad, mug, and t-shirt, or you can give a custom amount. And of course, check this right here to also pay for the transaction fees, which is incredibly nominal compared to what you're already donating. And then you fill out all this other stuff, you link your soda account, and you get some cool things in game. But let's go ahead and see what Matt Damon has to say about, well, water.org.
If you don't know about the water crisis, you should. 2.6 billion people are affected. They lack clean water and a toilet. Each day, kids miss school, moms walk miles, families get sick from unsafe water, and too many die. Over 4,000 kids every day.
For those days we felt like a mistake.
We all know this is wrong, it's tragic, and it's totally unnecessary. Because it's solvable, if done right and with urgency. At water.org, we are dedicated to solving the global water crisis. Our more than 25 years of experience has given us insight. We know the water crisis can't be solved by a one-size-fits-all approach. We know it's not just about drilling wells, and that charity alone won't ever solve the challenge. You can help make this happen. Join us.
Just a really touching video, guys, and man, it just gets me right where it counts, right in the heart. I donated yesterday. I already received my my thank you gifts, and I already plan on giving more. It's just a wonderful charity, and I'm proud to support it, and I hope you guys do too. But here, let's in the remaining 2 minutes I have, let's talk a little bit about some statistics while we're doing the zombie dance, or what I like to call the spoiled child dance in Shroud of the Avatar. But did you know that 844 million people, 1 in 9, lack access to safe water? 2.3 billion people, 1 in 3, lack access to a toilet. More people have a mobile phone than a toilet. Every 90 seconds, a child dies from a water-related disease. Water, sanitation, and hygiene-related disease kills nearly 1 million people every year. Women and children bear the primary responsibility for water collection. Women and children spend 258 million hours every day collecting water. This is time spent not working, caring for family members, or attending school. Women and girls often spend up to 6 hours every day collecting water. Women and girls living without a toilet spend 266 million hours every day finding a place just to go. Globally, 1/3 of all schools lack access to basic water and sanitation. And of course, a little bit about water.org. It's an international nonprofit organization that has positively transformed millions of lives around the world through access to safe water and sanitation. Founded by Gary White and Matt Damon, Water.org pioneers market-driven financial solutions to the global water crisis. For more than 25 years, they've been providing families with hope, health, and the opportunity to break the cycle of poverty. So guys, my time is at an end, and it's time for me to pass the torch off to Justin. Let me see if she's ready to take the seat, and then I'm going to end the stream. But thanks so much for watching. Please support this AERIE Fund Ripple Effect event. It benefits both AERIE Fund and Water.org. You know, it looks like we might have a slight delay. Once she chimes in, that
Justin, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, end in the stream now. Have fun, and thanks for this opportunity. I had a blast.
All right, guys, go ahead and switch.